Exactly.
The table dressing.
And I use birch branches. You can use any twig or branch that you find in your backyard. It will look just
I live in the
as good.
Adirondacks. I can give y'all some sticks if you need them. So all this stuff came from Home Depot?
All it came from Home Depot. I find it amazing just how good it's gotten because you can really customize for yourself. There's so many new collections that are all about decor and interior and exterior.
Wow.
All of those rugs are outdoor worthy, and that makes my life so much easier.
I love outdoor rugs. It's so cool. Thank you so much to John Giddings, to all of our friends at Home Depot. We'll see everybody. Bye-bye.
New at noon, the local connection to a deadly plane crash overnight in the Florida Keys. Also, which city is lowering its flags?
And 50 rounds fired back and forth between police and protesters in Ferguson. New updates from that area in 30 seconds. It's local coverage you can count on.
Looking for quality impact windows from a company you can trust? Call ArmorView Window and Door.
ArmorView Windows and Doors are custom made in Florida for Florida homes.
We offer gold standard installation. From permitting to final inspection, ArmorView takes care of it all.
Choose ArmorView Impact Windows and Doors for your best home improvement project ever.
Act now. Buy 2 windows, get 1 free. Get year-round protection from a company you can trust. Call ArmorView Window and Door.
Flags are flying right now at half-staff in Riviera Beach this morning after a retired firefighter was killed in a plane crash.
Edward Russ Elgin was the only person on that plane that went down this morning in Marathon in the Florida Keys. News Channel 5's Gabrielle Saran is in Riviera Beach at that fire department with more on the pilot. Gabrielle.
Mike Colony, the former fire chief, loved flying. He served here for 33 years among a close-knit group. He was known in his personal time to take firefighters up in his plane. They say he leaves behind a legacy and he will be missed. Here at the Riviera Beach Fire Department, a flag at half-staff is honoring 53-year-old Russ Elgin. He began his career as a firefighter, became a driver engineer, then captain. He retired as a battalion chief last August. Firefighters say they will miss his spirit.
He would do anything he could to help you, not just as far as the organization goes. He went outside of the organization. There were a lot of guys who wanted to take up scuba lessons and flying lessons.
And those are 2 activities he enjoyed with firefighters. They say Elgin will be missed, and he really enjoyed his time here at the department and with his colleagues. We're live in Riviera Beach. Gabrielle Saran for WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are heating up fast here in South Florida this afternoon. Jupiter Inlet camera showing lots of sunshine, some clouds way off there in the distance, but things looking good right now. However, as we continue through the rest of the afternoon, we do have the chance for scattered showers and a few strong thunderstorms developing along the sea breeze, but then pushing back toward the coast. In fact, we already have one little shower just popped up here a few minutes ago, right around Jonathan Dickinson State Park, and now it's kind of fizzling out. We'll take a look at the timing for the rest of the rainfall through the rest of the afternoon coming up in just a few minutes.
A car filled with people returning from a Fort Pierce church event crashed last night, killing 5 people, and a child is still in the hospital. Happened in Arcadia. The group was returning to St. Petersburg. Highway Patrol telling our newsroom a pickup truck hydroplane crashing right into that car. In Palm Beach County, deputies are investigating the death of a man who was run over on the Beeline Highway near Calusa Boulevard. The sheriff's office says 2 truckers found the body at about 2:30 this morning.
The investigation continues into the murder of 1 person. 2 were also hurt. This is the shooting in suburban West Palm Beach. It happened around 2 yesterday afternoon on Gun Club Road near Military Trail in the parking lot of a strip mall. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says detectives are looking for a motive. They have not made any arrests. And soon we hope to know the name of a man rushed to the hospital yesterday after someone shot him several times in Lake Worth. The Sheriff's Office tells us the man was shot while driving a car near Lucerne Washburn Avenue and G Street. No arrests so far in this case either.
Neighbors in Ferguson, Missouri on edge once again. There's a person in critical condition right now after being shot by detectives during protests overnight. Police say the man first fired on those detectives happened as protesters were marking the 1-year anniversary of the police shooting of Michael Brown, which sparked those protests as a whole. Jay Gray has more from Ferguson right now.
The blast of gunfire filled the air just before midnight. 50 rounds or more fired, according to police, a year to the day after Michael Brown was shot and killed by a police officer in Ferguson. When the gunfire ended, one man was shot and critically injured by detectives who authorities say returned fire after the suspect fired on them.
4 officers who were in that van, all 4 fired at the suspect, and the suspect fell there.
The volley sending people scrambling. Witnesses caught in the crossfire described a chaotic scene.
I heard a lot of gunfire, 5 shots, 10 shots? More than that, coming from all different directions.
The violence followed a day of peaceful marches and protests, but as night fell, businesses on one of Ferguson's busiest streets were looted. Responding officers later said they were hit with bricks and bottles.
There is a small group of people out there that are intent on making sure that we don't have peace that prevails. I don't know how else to say that.
And many here say they don't know what else to do. More violence in a community once again on edge.
Police here also investigating a second shooting outside the Kenfield Apartments near the spot where Michael Brown was killed. It was a drive-by, no police involved. 2 teenagers, though, injured. Those injuries not considered life-threatening. Jay Gray, NBC News, Ferguson.
One of 2 women believed to have opened fire on the U.S. consulate in Turkey is in custody. Police, though, say the other suspect fled. Cell phone video a witness shot shows the exchange of the gunfire with police. This attack, of course, coming hours after the U.S. military announced a detachment of 6 fighter jets. Those jets had arrived at an air base in Turkey to join the fight against ISIS militants.
The Green Acres City Council is expected to vote today on having the sheriff's office take over its police force. The contract would cost at least $130,000 more than the city's current police budget. This public meeting to go over the contract is set for 7 tonight.
The active search for Austin Stephanos and Perry Cohen is over. The boys' families yesterday called off their private search. The Tequesta teens went missing after leaving the Jupiter Inlet on a fishing trip more than 2 weeks ago. Friends and family came to the Jupiter Inlet last night to pray for the 14-year-olds.
These are our children. It's not just, Blue and Carly's child. Everyone in Jupiter loved these boys.
And this is a picture from last night of the memorial at the Jupiter Inlet for the boys. An artificial reef will be installed next week in honor of a diver who drowned off the Jupiter Inlet last week. Casey Jones was on a 100-foot dive searching for lobsters when it happened. The Andrew Red Harris Foundation now says a previously planned artificial reef will include a plaque for Jones. The reef is tentatively scheduled to be sunk next Wednesday.
What is causing pollution in the Indian River Lagoon? The answer, the mission of a special monitor called Kilroys installed along the lagoon. According to our news partners at TC Palm, the Kilroys have been made with sensors to measure pollutants like blue-green algae as well as nitrogen and phosphorus, which feed the algae. This is something older models of the monitors couldn't do. Those monitors will be placed where canals and creeks enter the lagoon, some of them already in the water. By the end of September, there should be more than 40 up and running. You could soon be living in a new congressional district. State lawmakers today are starting its meetings to look at this new proposed map. If you take a look here for the state's 27 congressional district. If it's approved, it could dramatically change districts in parts of Palm Beach County. The Treasure Coast, however, would not be affected. The Florida Supreme Court ruled lawmakers had to meet in a special session to fix the map because the one originally drawn up was designed to help Republicans keep their dominance in the state.
Tiger Woods is teeing off on a new adventure today. The golfer's new restaurant, the Woods Jupiter, opens today in Harborside Place. He announced, as you may remember, the big day on Facebook last week. Looks great in there. From the looks of the menu, when we took a closer look, we could tell there's going to be salads and steaks. But certainly, Mike, I guess we could say there's a lot more to choose from.
There it is. There's one picture of the food. All right, you'll just have to go there in person to check it out.
Hey, we can do that.
All good. Hey, spacewalks are always fun to watch, but this one going on right now at the International International Space Station. Check it out. Along with attaching a new piece of equipment, the 2 cosmonauts are also scheduled to clean the windows in the section that houses the living quarters. Got to do a little housekeeping, Melanie.
Even in space, I guess, right? Can't escape
Clean your space.
Coming up, a protest over a well-known South Florida whale.
And an alligator attacks a woman, the latest on her condition.
And how many adults are sexting? We've got the results of a new survey. It may surprise you. We're back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
I'm a third-generation lawyer in my family. Before my mom passed away, I promised her that I would dedicate my career to helping others. Help me make good on that promise. Call a lawyer you can trust.
Call me, Attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
We'll have you smiling again. Ferber Dental Group.
For the most advanced, most affordable dental implants, call Ferber. Our implant priced at $4.99 has changed the way Florida smiles. I'm proud to announce the opening of our newest office in Boca. Our superb care and affordable payment plans are now more convenient to South Palm Beach, Broward, and Dade. Call the Ferber Dental Group today, and we'll have you smiling again.
Now open in Boca and Lake Worth.
Personal injury attorneys have a bad reputation, but I'm proud that I've dedicated my career to fighting insurance companies that treat people unfairly. If the insurance company is giving you the runaround, call a lawyer you can trust.
Call me, Attorney Craig Goldenfarb.
This midday, a woman's recovering after an alligator bit off part of her arm. All happened Saturday while she was swimming in the Wekiva River in Seminole County. Nearby kayakers saw her being attacked. They were able to fend off the gator, but not before it bit off her arm just above her elbow. Now, the woman was taken to the hospital. That's where doctors were unable to reattach her arm. Wildlife officers captured the gator and euthanized it.
The Miami Seaquarium says business was strong yesterday despite protesters trying to convince people to stay away. This weekend marked the 45th anniversary of Lolita, the killer whale's capture. She is a major attraction for the park.
The public demand is louder than ever for Lolita to be released to a sea pen where she can finally reunite with her wild family and do the things that are normal and natural to her. Instead of being held, being forced to perform tricks and swimming in circles in the smallest orca pen in the United States.
Some of those involved in the demonstration are members of PETA, also the Animal Activist Network. There has been a push recently to free Lolita, especially since she was added to an endangered list earlier this year. Now to a medical study right now. It finds that people who are fighting cancer and are spiritually strong tend to feel better physically and mentally. Researchers found those who experienced greater emotional aspects of religion reported fewer symptoms, but it also found church attendance, prayer, and meditation alone didn't benefit physical health. Emotional spirituality was also linked with less anxiety and depression, as well as better social health.
Here's an unusual survey, to say the least. More than 8 out of 10 adults have sexted within the last year. The results show 75% sexted within a committed relationship, and 43% said their sexts were exchanged with a more casual partner. While sending racy texts is often seen as a potentially risky behavior, more frequent sexting was actually linked with greater sexual satisfaction, especially among those in a relationship.
A house explodes. What caused it? What happened to those inside? We've got details on this story straight ahead.
And the back-to-school shopping rush is on. Coming up, tips for you to save cash.
And we're taking a quick look at the Jensen Beach camera this afternoon. A lot of folks out enjoying the beach the last week before school starts for a lot of schools, and what a great week it's going to be. We'll talk more about our chances for rain through the rest of the week coming up.
It's early morning, and you're up early because, well, the house is already stirring.
I have 4 kids. We're busy. I have to know when severe weather is coming.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
Lisa and Glenn, they can be fun, but they really cracked out when big things are happening.
Preparing, alerting, showing the storm from every angle, making sure weather doesn't get in your way. Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5, WPTV News Channel 5.
Car accident?
People are talking about Steinger is going green.
After Maritza's accident, they got her $94,000.
Check this out. Steinger is going green got Rod $900,000.
Talk about getting paid.
800-561-1111.
Hi, I'm Don Cameron from We Buy Ugly Houses. Times are tough. The news says things are getting better and home prices are going up. But can you honestly say your situation is improving? We'll buy any house, ugly or not, as is, all cash, and you'll pay no closing costs or commissions. You can get cash in your pocket in as little as 48 hours and stay in your house. Sell your house fast. Call 1-800-44-BUYER or visit WeBuyUglyHouses.com.
When what's inside is important to your family, choose our family. At All My Sons Moving and Storage, we're family owned and operated with over 4 generations of packing, storing, and moving experience. At All My Sons, you get a guaranteed binded price in writing. So, whether we pack the box or you do, or if you're moving 1 mile, 1 city, or 1 state away, let our family move yours.
Dial ***MOVE to speak with a moving specialist today. All My Sons Moving and Storage.
Tonight, as a rookie, he impressed the legends.
Wow! He didn't even break a sweat!
Now he's back to become one.
Unbelievable!
All new American Ninja Warrior tonight, 8/7 Central on NBC.
She can't remember who she is.
Her entire body was tattooed once. Why would they do that?
It's a treasure map. It's just the beginning.
Blind Spot, Mondays this fall on NBC.
Car accident? People are talking about Steinger is going green.
When Deborah was injured in a car accident, the other driver refused to admit fault.
So Deborah called Steinger is going green.
They got the truth.
And Deborah got the cash. $1 million.
800-561-1111. Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
Take a look at this video of a house exploding in Lansing, Michigan. Happened earlier this month. Whoa. It's being released by the fire department today, though. This dash cam shows a car crash right into the side of the home. Moments later, a huge explosion. The family was in the house, but they were able to get out before the blast. Officials still looking for the person who caused that hit-and-run explosion. A new study finds it's cheaper for young adults to stay on their parents' auto insurance than get a policy of their own. A report released today by InsuranceQuote.com says parents with an 18-year-old on their policy pay an average of 77% more than they would without a teen. It's a significant amount, but it's better than the individual policy option for their young driver. The study found 18-year-olds pay an average of 18% more for car insurance if they sign up for an individual policy as opposed to remaining on their parents' policy. Gas prices, hey, if you're filling up and getting out on the roads today, fell 11 cents over the last 2 weeks thanks to the low price of crude oil. May just be the beginning. There's the good news. According to the Lumbergh survey, the average for a gallon of regular is $2.71. Prices at the pump are expected to drop even lower as long as we don't see a surprise hike in crude oil prices. Gas prices are 81% lower than this time last year.
Okay, listen to this one. Parents, you will be putting the extra in extracurricular this year. According to the latest study out of American Express, parents, you're going to spend about $455 per child on after-school programs this year. It's up 20%, although sports is the most popular, not to mention most expensive after-school activity. The study found the average parent would rather their kid earn straight A's, we're talking 86% here, than be a star athlete, only 14% in that category. Tax-free school shopping. Were you a part of the madness this weekend? Spending for school students is expected to be lower than last year, but as Chris Clackham explains, college students can't seem to catch a break.
Buying for the new school year is really just beginning.
I have a rising 5th grader and 3rd grader.
And several surveys project back-to-school spending won't be as much as last year, with a few exceptions, though.
I believe that I'll spend more this year because he's in a higher grade, and I believe the higher the grade, the more items you have to get for your child.
2 blue, 1 red.
But some retail experts say not buying more is not necessarily a bad thing, because purchases made last year might be enough.
Pull all those clothes out, see what fits, see what's still on trend for them.
Retail Me Not's Trey Bodge also recommends to hold off buying everything at once.
Especially for those cold weather clothes, they're not on sale now, but they will be on sale in September.
College campuses will soon be filling up, too, with students who have to spend a lot more to get ready for a new school year. Although Best Buy's Chandra Tallison says some costs can be controlled by calling your roommate.
Get in touch with your roommate before you head back to school. You don't need 2 Xbox Ones and 2 mini fridges. Take a look at the list of things that you need to bring and divide and conquer with your roommate.
Back to college spending is expected to be way higher, with laptops leading the list of absolute necessities. Chris Clacken, NBC News.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon again, everyone, as we take a look at the Boca Beach camera this afternoon. And once again, lots of folks out enjoying a nice Monday at the beach. Man, I wish I could join them out there. It looks nice. Look at that water. Only ankles, the surf only ankle high so far today. Winds are going to pick up very little through the rest of the afternoon. We have a little area of low pressure just offshore here. A few showers and thunderstorms there. We're going to see rainfall pick up as we continue through the afternoon. We've had a couple little showers right around here. Jonathan Dixon State Park up by Lost Lake, Dye Preserve here, Bridgewater. There's Jupiter right there. So we have the potential for a lot more as we continue through the next couple of hours. Showers developing along the sea breeze here, and then thunderstorms picking up from mid to late afternoon. And any thunderstorm that develops could be strong. Here's 5 o'clock this afternoon. As those thunderstorms develop, there will be a slow push back toward the coast, especially during the late afternoon and evening hours. Again, any thunderstorm that develops this afternoon could be strong with very frequent lightning, some very gusty winds. The potential for any tornadic activity, hail, or even flooding is pretty low. Not completely out of the question, but very, very low. But a much higher potential for lightning and for gusty winds through the afternoon. Rain chance about 50% today and tomorrow. That drops down to about 40% on Wednesday, but then up to about 60 to possibly 70% on Thursday as some low pressure develops in the Gulf of Mexico and really helps pump some rich tropical moisture our direction on Thursday. Scattered rainfall for boaters through the afternoon. Please be careful if you're going out. High temperatures today, mostly low 90s. We're almost there now. We're pretty close. Mix of sun and clouds and those scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up. Tonight, the Perseid meteor shower. Actually, you may have seen some meteors last night. The peak will actually be Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but just take a look up in the sky. Make sure it's dark, and of course, cloud permitting. You could see 50 to 100 meteors per hour. It'll be best after midnight and before dawn. And really, you can look anywhere in the sky, but the meteors will appear to be radiating from the northeast because that's where the constellation Perseus is going to be after midnight, hence the name Perseid meteor shower. All right, here's a quick look at the rest of the week here. And as I mentioned, rain chances going down a little Wednesday, up Thursday, down a little Friday. Looks about average over the weekend. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms possible.
When you go to a carnival or a fair, how can you not? You're bound to get something to eat.
That's why you go. Yeah, what should you try? Howard and Mr. Food's Test Kitchen has a suggestion. Take a look.
One of my favorite things to do when the weather's nice is to take in as many fairs and festivals as possible. Sure, I love the rides in the Midway, but my favorite part has to be the food. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to eat healthy, but at a fair, that's the place to have fun and indulge every once in a while. And in case you haven't been to one recently, all this week, we're sharing some of our favorite fair finds that you can easily make at home. Today, we're starting off with something called root beer dogs. It's a close cousin to the corn dog, but rather than dipping them in corn batter, we've dipped them in a batter that's accented with root beer. Then we fry them till they're golden. And since the hot dogs are already cooked, these take no time. You see, the root beer adds a nice touch of sweetness, which is a nice contrast to the saltiness of the hot dog. Maybe serve these with some deli mustard and get ready for some fun eating. As always, we have the complete recipe for you on MrFood.com. Just type in root beer dogs, and you'll be able to enjoy the taste of the fair all year long. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, and we'll see you back here tomorrow as we make another fair favorite. They'll have you saying, ooh, it's so good.
Glenn is back here. He's itching to try that recipe. Root beer dogs. If you missed any of the ingredients, we've got that recipe for you. Go to WPTV.com/MrFood.
All right, 12 hours of a lawnmower race. And that's only half the story. Where this idea came from, coming up next.
You never let the weather stop you. So when big changes are on the way, you deserve to know first. When you see this, you'll know. Storm Team 5 activated a weather alert day. Using live Viper 5 Max, the most advanced storm tracking tool, will give you live hourly updates and continuous coverage everywhere until the weather passes. When it comes down to it, it's your day, and we want you to stay safe. Storm Team 5 Weather Alert Days, only on WPTV News Channel 5.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
The City Mattress Summer Clearance is on now with savings up to 50% off mattresses and bedroom furniture. With free delivery and special financing, you'll save on everything you need to sleep.
Sleep better and save more. Only at City Mattress.
My husband had stopped for an animal in the road. A truck came along and did not stop.
Elaine turned to us to help fight for the care and money her husband deserved.
Kogan and DeSalvo, they're all wonderful people. They work very hard. They never quit. They don't give up. If there's any other avenues that they can explore, they'll do it to help you as much as they can. We've been very fortunate to have them.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, call Kogan and DeSalvo now.
So I needed to deposit a check. I was about to head to the bank, but out of nowhere, it just started to rain. Like, really rain. I did not want to go out. But then I was like, duh, just use your phone. Mobile deposit techno thingy to the rescue. I'm Raina, and I bank human at TD Bank.
It's amazing what you can do with a click these days. Just click to make any night family movie night. Just click to order your favorite dinner. And now, just click to save up to $250 a year on your energy bill. With FPL's online home energy survey, it's now easier to fast forward to personalized savings. Go to fpl.com/easy to save to take the survey and make your bill even lower.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta. I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Coming up at 4 on the Now with Ashley Hinson. When it comes to online child pornography, you never know who's sharing it or who's collecting it. It could be a neighbor, a coworker, but there's a local company who knows exactly who it is. We're going to talk about that. Plus, a popular soft drink gets a new recipe, and a 6-year-old boy whose parents both died. He still finds a reason to smile. Such a great story there, the ending at least. We'll have these stories and more coming up for you starting today at 4.
Before we leave you, I want to show you this. It's not, you know, a NASCAR race, but motorsports in Britain, they have their own endurance race. How about this? 12 hours with lawnmowers. Now, it looks like they just took the blades off and put some souped-up engines, so these might as well be go-karts or ATVs, but it's held annually overnight. It happened over the weekend. It's an overnight race. The mowers have no blades. The idea for the race began in 1973 at a pub. So some guys were having a beer. They're like, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
Instead of cutting our lawns,
let's just
race
some
our
fun.
lawnmowers.
I know a lot of neighborhoods that would probably embrace those guys. The HOAs, maybe not so much. But
yeah. If they're actually doing something like landscaping.
There you go. Being productive, right?
The blades are
very
actually
fast
attached.
landscaping, yeah. I'm going to ask the director to take Viper real quick if he could. Pedro, if you don't mind, I'm sorry. And we just had a little pop-up shower. I just wanted to show you right around Jupiter Farms out by I-95 and Florida's Turnpike there in Jupiter. Throughout the rest of the afternoon, scattered showers, a few strong thunderstorms possible.
All right, you're halfway through Monday. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Have a great day.
Looking for quality impact windows from a company you can trust? Call Armor View Window and Door.
ArmorView windows and doors are custom made in Florida for Florida homes.
We offer gold standard installation. From permitting to final inspection, ArmorView takes care of it all.
Choose ArmorView Impact Windows and Doors for your best home improvement project ever.
Act now. Buy 2 windows, get 1 free. Get year-round protection from a company you can trust. Call ArmorView Window and Door.
When the temperature rises, so